Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another movie review. So I had planned to do a lot more horror movie reviews during this month of October for Halloween. Um, it just didn't pan out that way, but I do have a horror movie review right here um, for now, and it's one I watched yesterday afternoon. And this came out in 2008, and for some reason, one of these movies, or rather, This is one of those movies which um, always seem to go behind the radar, and I don't. I just plan to watch it, but for some reason or the other, I'm lost for words right now. It just keeps, it's there on the list, but it's something I always miss out on, and it's been going on for a very long time. Of course, came out in 2008. I am talking about Trick or Treat, which is an anthology film perfect for Halloween because it's based around Halloween. During like it happens during the All Hallows Eve, and it's four stories contained within the same night, and they're all connected with one central character named Sam, who is a mysterious child trick or treater wearing shabby attire and wearing a bag and eating a lollipop towards the end. So he's got a sack around on top of his head, and yeah, let me tell you, Sam is kind of very cute. So I love the character of Sam in this movie. So I definitely will be trying to get a Funko Pop of Sam. So the four movie, and like I said, it's an anthology film. So the four main characters or main actors are Dylan Baker, Rochelle Aites, Anna Paquin, Brian Cox. Brian Cox, who I was really surprised. I mean, it was his voice that kind of gave him away. I didn't actually realize it was him until I heard the voice. So we start off with the scene with a married couple coming back. The wife doesn't like Halloween. The husband is a husband played by Tamara Pennikin, and the wife is played by Leslie Bibb. They're only in it for a short scene, and he's like really high on Halloween. He really loves the stuff, but the wife is like, it's just very silly. Let's take off the all the costumes and let's take off all the decorations, and that's something you're not supposed to do until Halloween is over. And she is killed by an unseen assailant. And then he comes and finds her dismembered body over there. The first story in particular after the introduction is about the Principal Stephen Wilkins, who targets this obese child who comes and smashes all the jack-o'-lanterns, steals a bunch of chocolate, but there is something in the chocolate that in the candy that's making him puke, and then he kills him and buries the body along with some other bodies as well. So that's one, and then he's got this son whose name is Billy, and Billy wants to carve a jack-o'-lantern, but in the end we see it's actually a body of one of his victims. The Halloween School Massacre is one that's really good. It's about this school bus driver who's been paid off by the parents of I want to say they're all children who've got mental disabilities and things like that, mentally challenged, and apparently the parents have paid him off to get rid of them. So he drives the bus off on Halloween. He drives them, and this happens many years ago. Drives them off into a quarry where the water is filled up, and he is the only survivor. All the kids drown and they die. So in the current year, there's this group of trick-or-treaters, some young kids, a couple of young teens as well, and they meet up with Rhonda, who is a Halloween fanatic, and she seems to know a lot about the story about the kids who were killed in the massacre, and they travel up to there, and they say that it was the eight kids who were actually killed, and mentally challenged kids. So they decide to offer 8 jack-o'-lanterns as a sort of tribute to the dead children, and however the rest of them pose and play a trick on Rhonda. They pose as the dead kids come back to life as zombies and attacking her. She gets scared, and then finally one of the boys who Rhonda seems to have a crush on, he finally tells her that it's just fake. However, As this is happening, the undead massacre children emerge from the boggy waters, from the dark water, because one of the girls, she kicks Jack o' Lantern into the quarry waters, and then this upsets the children. They all come to attack and kill the kids. Rhonda is the only one who escapes. She gets into the what do you call those? That elevator kind of thing from the quarry that goes to the top. Um, she's the only one. She doesn't open the door for the rest of them, and she survives. She moves on. She and Sam pass by each other. They just nod and they go away. Uh, that was really good. The next one is one that I really enjoyed. It has our Principal Wilkins pretending to be a vampire and biting young ladies, and he goes behind Anna Paquin's character in the woods. She is dressed as Red Riding Hood, and he attacks her. Unfortunately for him, she and her friends are all werewolves, and they are in the woods having a party. They show at the beginning of the movie as well, and they show a couple of the other actors as well. Anna Paquin, including who's the other actress? Lauren Lee Smith. Sorry. And what happens is he gets injured badly. Um, these girls turn into werewolves, and that was a really good scene. I completely enjoyed that, and they kill off several of the dates that they had, all the men, and including Wilkins as well. And while this is happening, Sam, the boy, sits over there and watches all the events unfolding. And we have the final one, which is Sam. Sam goes to the house of the driver who killed off all the kids, who's now an older man, played by Brian Cox, and he attacks the man, and because Krieg, that's his name, he scares away children and steals their candy, and Sam breaks in and starts attacking him, and finally at the end he's about to get he's stabbed Krieg multiple times, and he's about to kill him, but a candy falls on his lap, and Sam takes it as being almost as if he has given him candy to eat, and he takes it and he goes away. However, at the end, the conclusion shows that so like I mentioned, this is all during the night. Later on, Krieg opens the door and finds the undead children from the quarry all coming to take their revenge, and they all massacre him at the end. That's how the movie ends. It is, I wouldn't say it's overly scary, but it's got its moments. It's a little bit scary here and there. I think the effect more of anything else is like, this is one of the movies which I really enjoyed. Even though there's a couple of scenes where I did get scared. When I say did get scared, they gave me a scare, is what I would mention. It isn't actually quite scary at all. But I did enjoy the movie in its totality. I loved Sam. I don't know why, but I find him very cute. So like I mentioned, I will be getting I've already found one, just waiting for some money to come in. Maybe sometime early next month, I might actually make a purchase. I found a cheap rate for him, so I'm going to buy that from the pop as well, because this movie is something that I really did enjoy. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Because it's not a complete story, it is an anthology, but for what it is, I really enjoyed it, and I can really see this movie something that I can watch over and over again, especially during the Halloween season, and that's a big thumbs up for me. 2 thumbs up actually. So yeah, any other people who I missed out? No, I think that's about it. Any of the actors who I know? No, that's it. So that's basically it for the movie Trick or Treat from 2008, an 8 out of 10 for me. Thank you and good night.